Thank you, Ewan, and we'd like to add our voice to all of those kids going to school and parents with kids going to school for the first time. All the best of luck. Now, reinforcing a fantastic 2012, the Proteas got off to a brilliant start in 2013. That courtesy of a test win over New Zealand by an innings and 27 runs, underlining their current status as the world's best test side. Joining us on the line is the coach of the Proteas, Gary Kirsten. A very good morning, Gary.
How are you doing, Grant?
Fantastic. Thank you so much for giving us the perfect start to the year. You must be incredibly proud of the achievements of your squad and your coaching staff over the last year. You guys have been knocking off the milestones literally with every game.
Yeah, I am proud of the players in terms of the way they've gone about things. It was a tough 2012 with some big tours against quality opposition, but I think the team showed a lot of character and determination in terms of what they want to achieve. We know that we could be at the top of the pile in Test match cricket, and certainly worked hard to achieve that.
How important was it for you to achieve that #1 test ranking? How was the psychology of the team going into this year, and how were you able to achieve that? What has made the difference? What is working for the squad at the moment?
Well, I think we've got the right people on the bus. First of all, we've got a great squad with good resource and good talent. And then I think we've just built a really credible and sustainable team culture where there's a lot of respect within the culture. There's very little infighting. And, you know, when we get put under pressure, people want to put their hands up to make a contribution for the team. So, you know, we've got a group of individuals that are representing a bigger cause, and they really feel proud of what they're doing for those who support the Proteas in South Africa.
Of course, it doesn't hurt having an unbelievably effective strike force. I think one of the best that the country has seen in many years. Dale Steyn, Vernon Philander, they looked in fine form during that first test at Newlands. In fact, they looked vicious and angry. We've got some fantastic bowlers up front, but there seems to be an aggression, a competitive edge in the team that we haven't seen for some time.
Yes, absolutely. I think the most important thing is real purpose, you know, and, you know, every player feels at some point he can make a contribution. We've got a great top 7 batting lineup as well, and, you know, there's a real desire to make big plays there. And then obviously with our bowling attack, I think for me, it's an all-round process that we've gone through. We set high standards for ourselves. We check in with ourselves as a team, you know, virtually on a daily basis to see that we're making sure we're sticking to our processes and that we, you know, building strong foundations for the successes in the game.
Then lastly, obviously, Vernon, the big news is that he will not be taking part in the next test. How is his condition? When are we likely to see him back in the fold?
Well, he'll hopefully be ready for the first test against Pakistan, but, you know, he had a niggle going into the first test match, and we managed to get him right, but probably not as good as we wanted to. So you know, I think it was great that we got what we could out of him in the first test, but we obviously need to be careful of this. We don't want to make it a long-term problem.
All right, then lastly, are we expecting a bit more of a fight from New Zealand? I think Brownlee was the pretty much the lone bastion in that first test. What are you expecting from the Black Caps come the next test?
Yeah, listen, I'm sure they will step up another gear and do their country proud. And they always have been a very competitive team. And we know that when we go to New Zealand, it's never easy to go play there. So I'm sure they will do some soul searching and come back stronger. But, you know, for us, we just focus really on our game and what we need to do. And we know that if we apply our skills in the right way on a consistent basis, we'll be a difficult team to beat.
Some would say almost impossible on the right day. Gary, thank you so much for the contribution you've made to South African cricket over the last year. It's fantastic to have you at the helm, and all the best of luck for the cricketing season ahead.
Thanks, Graham.
That was Gary Kirsten, the coach of the Proteas, joining us on the line ahead of their next test against New Zealand. The last was surely a cracker. And we've got JP Domini in studio in about 20 minutes or so. You do not want to miss it. We'll get the latest on his recovery from injury and hopefully see him back in the squad very soon. All right, the madness continues. Conrad Koch is in studio today, and he is keeping us on our toes. We'll see you after a quick break.